Not many guys 6'6" rebound as well as he does, and Austin brings it to Yao.
Well, just what Darko said he can't do, he did, which is try. He just hadn't gotten to play a lot, so you don't really realize how big he is. That's a foul.
You have to score against Houston. They are 6-0 this season when holding opponents under 100, and if Yao hits that with regularity, he will be illegal. Navarro with 5. Yao and McGrady cutting back door.
Well, there's people on the court you can lose, and there's people on the court you should never lose. You can see the pick right now. That's a nice back pick. Well, Kyle Lowry, you don't pick that guy. You always pick the best guy in the world, maybe.
For Sunday at Charlotte, and see what Yao's doing to the opposition. 24-7 and 10.5 to 6.5 in terms of rebounds.
13 points.
Kyle Lowry with a pair of free throws, his first points of the night. Grizzlies a 2-point advantage. McGrady, by the way, has made his last 7 in a row. Kinsey trying to check him on the perimeter. 8 to shoot. Give back to Yao. Yao with 6.
Grizzlies are in this game. Remember, Rob Fisher jumped in the huddle and interviewed the coach right there in the middle of the timeout.
I love that hustle.
I don't know how he did that, but that was a pretty good gig. But he quoted Mark Averoni talking about how to ring a little bit. But you look at a team that's shooting 42, 43% right now. Team shooting 55%.
Grizzlies, he's 4 of 5 from the floor. Stoudemire got the knockaway. That is the first time tonight that Memphis has cashed in on a Houston turnover. Yao over Gasol.
That's why, obviously, with Yao Ming's butt.
Honesty compels us to report that in the second half against Portland, second half against Utah, Gasol did not score. Now, didn't play very much against Utah because the game was so far off. I don't want to say out of hand, but the margin was so big, Gasol sat. Gasol screens for Stoudemire. Yao with an overplay, knocked it away.
Well, Chuck Hayes has given up about 6-7 inches. Pete, you don't want to throw him a bounce pass to Powell. You get it up high.
Yao. Wow. That's power between Milicic and Gasol.
Good call, Pete, because he got
just lead of the night at 4. Rockets have led it by as many as 9. Yao. 16 for Yao Ming. Nobody else can go off. No one has more than
go to guard Yao Ming, who's going to have 2 dribbles. 2 dribbles takes you from a bad shooting percentage to right in the middle of the lane where he just won't miss anything. That's where the little guys have to help the big guys out. 90% from the free throw line. It's perfect. He takes it up, releases with the left hand, good follow through. If the basketball spins backward, that's a good move, and that's exactly a good move. On the other end, it was a good call, a foul on Rudy Gay, but Pete, you remember that Rudy got his first 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes of the game situation. 25 minutes, 12 points so far for Rudy Gay. That's just amazing that he can shoot free throws like that. But here's why it's not so bad. With these 2 free throws, it forces this game to a 3-possession game. Because it's 6 points the difference. The only way it could be a 2-possession game is if there was a 3-point basket made.
The Dallas playoff game.
Exactly. You have to. You can't assume a 90% shooter is going to make it. Everyone has to screen out.
Yao's perfect tonight. 7 for 7, make him 8 for 8. 4-point lead, so still have no changes.
No foul, Pete. You want the clock to run, even if it's just a couple of seconds.
Yao feeds McGrady, and he missed the layup, and that will do it.